what your race says about you.
Hi, I'm Roy G. Biv, and I'm on the spectrum. For tonight's special, I present the definitive edition of this reheated slop. Because you, specific sensual savants that are my viewers, deserve better. I have torn through the flaccid sea of unfunny. My sails billowed with the gales of petty spite. My
Brother.
thick, veiny
Brother.
battle-scarred mast bent heroically against the tides of mediocrity, so that I might anoint your spunk-starved countenance in a creamy consecration of highbrow humor. So prepare yourselves, pull up a chair, and pull down your pants.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I didn't hear anything he said because I was too busy waiting for the wardrobe malfunction.
Because it's time to get down to business.
Okay, what your race says about you. Okay.
Midlander.
All right, I have 3 races. I have Aura, Viera, Highlander.
You exist for marketing purposes only.
Okay,
Like the
true.
ugly friend in the group,
True.
you're there solely to make everyone else look better.
Yeah.
You didn't pick Midlander because you thought they looked cool. You picked them because you fear the concept of happiness. You do not enjoy things. You tolerate them. You're the who orders toast at a restaurant and asks to make sure it's not spicy, treating actual fun like a finite resource that must be strictly rationed. And yet, despite your total lack of gaiety, you walk these lands with miserable pride. You are the serious role player who...
Bro. Dude, even that beard looks better than what we have. Wait, we can't get that in game, right? There's no way we get that in game. Like, dude, I would be even happy with that stubble. Okay.
writes a novel about your character's tragic past, only for them to look
You
like
can?
an accountant.
Oh, it's
And you
tied to
humble
a,
brag about your
oh, it's tied to a face. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because this game is stupid and they have like ears that are tied with faces, horns that are tied with faces. They have certain things that are tied with faces when you should just really be able to put anything on any fucking face. Yeah, it's actually cringe. You know, the fucking character creator in this game is one of the worst character creators I have ever seen in an MMO. Like, and I'm not even kidding, man. Okay, how many of you have played another MMO where the character creator is just so much better? Like, even shitty games. Like, I'm not even talking about, like, a good game, right? But the character creator is much better. It's just crazy to me that the character creator is so fucking bad in this game. Like, it's so fucking bad.
Two for the asinine like a man who
Anyway.
files his taxes.
Sorry.
This role player who writes a novel about your character's tragic past, only for them to look like an accountant. And you humble brag about your aptitude for the asinine like a man who files his taxes early. You are a sentient patch of beige whose idea of a good time is reading the terms
I pay quarterly taxes. Does that mean I file early? I guess I file hella late. Never mind.
of service. A cargo pants wearing, joy policing tryhard in the sport of waiting and the passing grade of people.
Bro, I love cargo pants, dude. I fucking love cargo pants. I mean, I don't really wear pants. I'm more of a shorts kind of guy. You know, I kind of gave up pants years ago. But when I do wear pants, it's either like Dickies, like dress pants, or cargo pants. I don't wear jeans. I don't wear jeans anymore. No. I don't fuck with jeans anymore, guys.
Highlanders, you are hideous. This isn't a stereotype. It's an objective fact. You are proof that evolution is real and can be stopped far too early. You could replace the large mammal exhibit at any...
God damn, bro. Jesus Christ, dude. He is juicing, bro, right there. He is juicing.
zoo with Highlanders. Nobody would notice that the pack of enormous hairy gorillas, fighting over sticks, throwing shit at each other, and hollering their own mother's name while desperately trying to discover fire by rubbing their cocks as hard as they can.
Dude, this guy's tits are bigger than like my head.
People. And yet, you Highlander players love it.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
Highlanders aren't just ugly. You're proud of being ugly.
Yeah.
Convinced that you are the embodiment of aesthetics.
love
when you look
Highlander.
like a twice-divorced middle-aged slob who only just joined the gym, showers there, and sleeps in his car. You are the last defiance of natural selection. a creature masquerading as a person who refuses to adhere to the world's social and beauty standards. Elezen.
Dude, I love Highlander, man. If Highlanders had a beard, if I could get a beard, dude, I'd like make my main a Highlander.
Sorry, I was just waiting for one to announce their arrival for me, because they just have to let everyone know how special and unique they are. Played purely by self-centered...
I mean, dude, that Elezen looks awesome. I mean, I think the Elezen looks good, man.
shysters. They're as insufferable as a Linux user, lecturing you on how they're vegan...
I'm sorry, Ray. Yes. No, Ray, you are correct. I play a Hrothgar as well. I'm sorry, Ray. Let it be known that I forgot I play a Hrothgar because Soft Dad is a Hrothgar. Yes.
Diet makes their farts smell and taste better than yours. They're also a bunch of racists. Funnily enough, mostly played by women who should really know better. The only thing worse than one of them is a group. Huddled together like a squalid soiree of smug, stick-insect supremacists, stinking of sanctimony and second-hand smegma. Lalafells are not tiny and evil or cute. They're loud, obnoxious, diaper-filling, diaper-eating, played by people who have the same mental age and emotional intelligence as the toddlers they resemble. The only people who like spoiled... annoying, screaming children are single mothers. And of course, gingerbread house owners, aka pedophiles, who, like the homes they inhabit, are a miserable monstrosity inflicted upon their neighborhood and anyone unfortunate enough to know them. And just like how gingerbread houses exist as dog whistles for nonsense, the genetic failures before now exist to provide contrast to perfection itself. Behold, the Miqo'te lady. Why do I call them lady? Because they are the embodiment of all that is right in this farcical tribulation we call existence. Half revealed in the shimmer of reality as fleeting fragments of perfection, blessing our dimmed continuance. These testaments of feminine sublimity stand as though conjured from the fevered dreams of a poet lost in delirium. They dance at the edge of divinity, their every motion hinting at a paradise we are too unworthy to ever truly comprehend. They are chaos and harmony, intertwined in a chromatic contradiction.
Dude, let me tell you, let me sum up a Miqo'te. The version of a Miqo'te back in the day was that like goth emo girl that you would ruin your life over, but years later, you will find out that they were a complete fucking miserable waste of your time. Yeah. And they actually hold no value. They're like a Black Widow. They just drain you of everything that you have and then discard you when you're a hollow husk. You know, they just throw you away and then they move on to their next victim, but you liked it. I mean, that's true. That's why I don't regret my actions.
Her sinew ripples with an ardent cadence that mocks the notion of the mortal coil, wending through the merciless masterpiece mankind has made of war, calcimining crimson scoria across a violent canvas of carnage. Ein bejived in wildfire, alight with a defiance no mortal man could ever hope to tame. And yet, they turn their gaze upon you, and you see in their eyes the mercy of a springtime's lament. They are the anodyne to wounds they never inflicted, the comfort that a fractured heart could never ask for, but somehow receives. A fleeting touch, a whisper softer than the breeze, through the golden fields of yore. The flame and the flower, embodying all extremes, and yet perfectly balanced, an attestation of what it means to truly live. Yet there is a certain futility to all their magnificence, a tragedy embedded in their beauty. For we, the flawed and finite creatures we are, cannot grasp them fully. We chase them through the corridors of our dreams, as though clutching at starlight, knowing all too well that such ethereal perfection can never be held, only glimpsed. So I call them ladies, not for what they are, but for what they represent. An ideal, a fantasy, a cruel angel's thesis, showing us what we shall never possess. We have been blessed by an evanescent brush of wings too grand for this world, out of reach and worthy of reverence. Because Miqo'te girls aren't real, and that's the biggest...
Dude, this looks like female version of Clive and Joshua, bro.
Wins, bear, sigs.
Do you guys see it?
We have been blessed
Sisters.
by an evanescent brush of wings too grand for this world.
There's Clivinia and Jane.
Out of reach and worthy of reverence. Because Miqo'te girls aren't real, and that's the biggest you from God since AIDS. Now I have to cover the men of this race because of legal reasons. So without further ado...
Ew. Cat boy.
Miqo'te men, you're kind of
Ew.
gay. Roegadyn.
Cat boy.
Existing in this world with the same grace required to write their name, which is like a caveman smashing a keyboard with their face while drunk as they fall down the stairs. Roegadyn players think they're a different breed.
What the fuck? That was it?
Which is like a
that was it for the
Now I have
Cowboys, bro? Okay.
cover the men of this race because of legal reasons. So without further ado, Miqo'te men, you're kind of gay. Roegadyn. Existing in the...
All right. Well, that was fast. Okay. Yeah. Moving on. All right. We got any male any cat boys in the chat? Any cat boys? You guys got just skipped over, bro. Okay. All right.
this world with the same grace required to write their name, which is like a caveman smashing a keyboard with their face while drunk as they fall down the stairs. Roegadyn players think they're a different breed of gooner because they're attracted to tall and strong women, which does not make you some pioneer of sexual
Habitat, the pub, the servo, the dunny, the bottle-o sleeps in an esky. I don't actually know anything that I just read. Likes hitting the misses, hitting the kids, hitting the whoa.
preferences. And the fact that you constantly feel the need to announce it like it's breaking news, like you just did when you saw one of the ladies on screen, is sad. Because what you're really saying isn't, I like strong women. It's women hate me, and this is how I cope. And for the weirdos, aka the men, if you really want to run around as an enormous, pasty lard ass with high blood pressure that no one finds attractive, you can just go for a jog. Ora, women are nerds. Massive, massive nerds. But they're really nice. And they have to be nice because they're competing with Miqo'te women. Playing an Aura girl is the equivalent of being an ultimate raider, a self-inflicted...
What are the teams? Are we Team Aura or Team Miqo'te? Femro Nation. Femro Nation.
miserable, tedious, and monumental waste of everyone's time, where the only reward is fake admiration from other massive, mouth-breathing nerds who hate themselves just as much as you do. If Aura girls took a swig of Fantasia and joined the winning team, they'd be more desirable than our assistant editor's vanilla slice. Which is not a euphemism for her vagina, but rather the dessert she leaves in the break room fridge that I want to eat.
I like Aura.
I would absolutely
I really like that
her
Aura.
cake, though. And now,
that Aura has modifications.
it's time. Our men. You knew that.
Did I play an Aura? Yeah, but my Aura is cool, bro. It's fucking cool, brother. Dude, look how cool my Aura looks, man. Look at that shit, dude. Fucking poggers, bro. Hell yeah. Oh, shut the fuck. Boo! Boo! Get off the stage. Shut the fuck up. I bet your character looks like garbage, bro. I bet when people see your fucking character, they're like, oh, the waist can's right over there. I bet you that's what they fucking say. I bet you that's what they fucking say. You're trying to tell me my character shit,
Shut the
bro?
fuck up.
This fucking guy.
This was coming because you felt it as a shiver down your collective backs, where your spines would be, as if, for the first time in your lives, you comprehended shame. So get ready.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He's lying.
Dog, you're breaking the law.
We're not all bad, okay? All of us are rapists. Like, I don't stand behind women at clubs and snort their tangerine
Jesus
cocaine.
Christ.
Who does that? I mean, I don't even own a tight shirt, and my goat smells great. And yeah, I might...
I own tight shirts, but that's just because I've got fat over the past like 3 or 4 months.
Be committing a crime right now, but it's for a good cause. Like, look at Xeno's Vex. He's an alright. He's pretty cool.
Popularity in YouTube channel. He's a raider.
I don't care. I want the recognition of being good. Okay, maybe some of us are bad. Oh boy, but not me and Xeno. You'll see in a future episode, I promise. I'm a voice actor and a red mage. You can trust me. Oh, shit! That's for what you said last year. I'm one of the good ones. I'm one of the good ones.
Ah, Hrothgar women.
Okay, to be fair. Okay, look, man. Okay, to be fair, I played Aura before it was cool. Okay, I played Aura back when 3.1 first or 3.0 first came out. Like, I remember the benchmark for 3.0, Heavensward. And I remember in the benchmark, you could also create your character. And I made my character before that, before Heavensward even came out. I did it before it was cool, man.
A vision of what could have.
So I am not in that group of people.
Ah, Hrothgar women. A vision of what could have been. Queens of Bosnia, rising once more in their fearsome, regal splendor, elegance and intelligence interwoven, might and mercy made manifest. But no! We got this stupid fucking...
Dude, I fucking knew it, bro. I fucking knew. Dude, I fucking knew, man. Wuk Lamat was gonna ruin the female Hrothgar, dude. I fucking knew it, man.
made manifest. But no! We got this stupid fucking Wuk Lamat!
And let the rainbow sing.
She is a walking, never-ending joke. A comedy with no punchline, and a ceaseless tragedy who needs to flatline. It is my firm belief that the only reason mods are still a thing is not because they are the sole coping mechanism for a sizable chunk of players barely clinging to their subscriptions. No, it is because when Yoshi P returns home, exhausted from another long day of approving the worst decision he ever made, he logs onto his mod beast, strides into the JP server club scene to live out his final fantasy.
I mean, I'm gonna be real bad, okay? If Wuk Lamat danced like this in game, dude, there'd be at least one redeeming quality.
This is his persona that we are now canonically cursed to suffer. If you play a Hrothgar woman, then you probably worship this parasite as someone who shares her undiagnosed
Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, sorry.
affliction, aka the crushing burden of needing to be the center of attention at all times. And if you can't force yourself into someone else's narrative, you'll orchestrate your own, scored to a rotating playlist of mental illnesses set to shuffle. Yes, I fucking hate Wuk Lamat. I'm not going to pretend she was well written in any way, shape, or form. So suck my balls. Hrothgar men, you're gooch gobbling
Okay,
gaylord.
hold on. I just gotta see. I gotta see, bro. I gotta see, man. I gotta see if it fits, bro. I gotta see. Okay, that's a little better. Yo, that's pretty good, dude. Yo, you know what, man? Dude, if this was actually the Killer Bean Dance, that would be fucking poggers, bro.
Hrothgar men, you're gooch gobbling gaylords. What is arguably the coolest race, with some of the best written lore, has been bastardized by the loudest pack
Yo, this is
of
Soft Dad's
poor pad
race,
pining-
bro. This is Soft Dad.
With some of the best written lore, has been bastardized by the loudest pack of poor pad pining perverts imaginable. For every one noble, Hrothgar man that exists in the world, as a lion-hearted king, bearing his nation's virtue, glory, and glaive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's soft dad. That's soft dad to a T.
20 raunchy, reprobate, rancorous rapscallions recklessly and relentlessly reducing this race's reputation to ruinous rubble while ritualistically and ridiculously rehearsing and repeating their pompous perversion as if it were a parade of pristine prestige. If you play a Hrothgar man, people already assume you're a furry. So stop giving them more to work with, like how you tell everyone your favorite hobby is reverse freestyle golf, where there are 18 players and one crusty, disappointing hole. You, Viera girls, the walking.
Good God. Woo. Dude, Viera's the best. Viera's the best, bro. Holy fuck. Viera's the best. Viera Nation. Viera Nation. Your game doesn't look like that? Yeah.
What Elezen women pretend to be. The final bosses of femininity. Long-legged exquisiteness and excellence. Carrying themselves like a saucy swan at a champagne gala. Cool, composed, and calculating. Except they aren't. Viera women aren't the sage, sophisticated seductresses they'd have you believe. No, no, no. For the people who play Viera women are, in fact, even bigger boffins than Aura women. And not the fun kind of nerds you can dunk in a toilet or shove into oncoming traffic. No, they are socially stunted, serotonin-starved, substance-snorting sommeliers. If these pissheads aren't gripping a bottle, a vape, a cigarette, or a pillbox...
Bro, I play a Viera, okay? Look at this shit, dude. Okay, look at Thirsty Bia. Dude, she's literally the baddest bitch in all of Eorzea, bro. Look at the fucking curves. Look at the attitude. You see the attitude? I see her bulge. She doesn't have a bulge, you fucking idiot.
They're trembling, whether from withdrawals or the sheer terror of interacting with another person. So don't be fooled by their cold, disinterested stares. They're not some aloof Amazoness. They're just having a come down. With perfect posture, thanks to the stick up their ass that keeps their back straight. Now, I would carry on about these fresh air dodging, nicotine nursing neurotics, but that would be rude.
Good.
Because my mother is a Viera
Jesus Christ.
lady, and if you can't respect your own mother, which woman can you respect? And also, these generous goddesses, in their selfless benevolence, bestowed upon this accursed world the greatest gift that could ever be given. Behold, the Viera man.
Okay. Bias incoming. Uploader is bias. The uploader is bias.
Magnificent beings, paragons of
That's the
perfection,
iconic
who
red
stride
shirt,
the
bro.
realms with an elegance that sets the stars ablaze in triller cosmic envy. They are the very embodiment of splendor, as if sculpted by the gods themselves. Their beauty is unrivaled. A baroque masterpiece of flesh, wrought with finesse in defiance of all the world's muteness. Glittering like night's opalescent tears, yielding to the gentle mercy of dawn. Beneath the porcelain veneer of his Venustas lies marble-hewn, tensile might, not strained, but sovereign. The air bends to his passage, whispering exaltation, as it traces reverent fingers along the contours of a body both lethal and lustrated. His hands poised in stillness to an accoyed and inexorable finality. Their intellect is a marvel in itself, a vast and boundless ocean of wisdom, where each wave is a thought more profound than the last. Charisma, They have it in abundance, radiating a charm so potent that even the coldest of hearts thaw in rapturous capitulation. And let us not forget their humor. A gift from the heavens, a wit so sharp and so delightfully clever that it could turn even the dullest of moments into a spectacle of mirth. They are the masters of jest, the kings of quip, their words weaving a soliloquy of laughter that warms the very soul.
Bro, if that censor thing were to fuck up, man.
Encounter one is to be graced by the pinnacle of creation, a meeting of minds and hearts that will leave you forever changed, forever yearning for just one more moment in their radiant company. I'm not biased, by the way. And now for the secret race. An effigy of paywall-gated stolen assets. A violation of the TOS and the sense of sight. The original sin that bullying could have prevented.
Jesus.
Now, I don't mean the bikini-clad beauties or the handsome high-definition fellas. Not the god.
Bro, good God. Dude, I'm like gooning so bad. I thought that was a fucking new race or some shit. You're whacking your Wayne. Anybody in the Xenosys Vex stream for real, fizzing their dude, I can't even think straight right now. Fizzing their Dylans right now, bro.
Grafted, God-gifted forms that saved us from sausage fingers and cockless, bollockless, mingeless mediocrity. Not the mashups of finery and follicle, nor the upscales to body, texture, and soul. Not the animations of whimsy and wonder, nor the withheld helms for the leporine and leonine. And definitely not the messiahs of masculinity, bristle bequeathed and blessed with beard. The mantle of what it means to
God.
Highness, I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
That's peak right there, bro. Holy shit. I'll clap for that. That's peak right there, brother. Good God. Dude, look at this fucking beard. What a beautiful fucking specimen. Oh, who fucking booed? Get the fuck out of here. Sneakiest bear, more like the bandest bear. Get the fuck out of here, idiot. You're just mad. You're just mad because you don't have a beard like this or a perfectly smooth, curved head in the form of a woman's breast. Okay, you're just pissed, bro.
Be a man, bristle bequeathed and blessed with
Fucking
beard.
awesome.
The mantle of what it means to be a man. Nay, for I am referring to the mod beasts.
Let me hear that. Give me that fire. Till I die. Give me that fire. Till I die. Give me that fire.
Dude, I don't even care. I don't even care. Dude, I would let her fart in my fucking mouth, bro. I don't even care, dude. I don't even give a shit, bro.
If you're asking yourself, am I a mod beast? Then tell me. Does your game run at 10 FPS because you have so many mods installed that you no longer resemble a character within it? Then yes, you are. Mod beasts rose from the most rotten and rancid pits of the 7 hells. And like a shit that won't flush, nobody except for degenerate fetishists and mung enthusiasts are happy to see them. Do not look up what munging is. You have the Gooner Goblins, whose brains are as scabbed and rotten as the spunk-encrusted shirt they pass out at their PC in after another steamy ERP session with the boys.
Jesus
The Kuma
Christ.
Cryptid, evolution of the Gooner Goblin, a godless homunculus. So degenerate they send you unwarranted, not safe for work screenshots of their blobfish marinating in spit and think that it's tame. And finally, the original caricature, the pizza cutter of people. All edge, no point. Trauma with tits stacked on abandonment issues. These literary vagrants, whose reading ability flatlines at anime subtitles, actually believe Dawn Trail's lead writer shouldn't be paraded out and bludgeoned to death by Yoshi P himself on the next live letter as a public apology. Mod beasts are the gingerbread houses of people, played by low testosterone boys, with brains as smooth as their beardless beta male chins, and women stuffing the hole their father left with so much cock. It's like dumping egg whites into a fishmonger's bin. If you're one of these meandering mistakes, lobbing out mayor codes like Santa Claus, if he was a complete cunt, just know the sheer terror of watching that bar fill makes my shitter clench so tight, my ass hairs could filter diarrhea into clean drinking water. And there you have it, another sumptuous ladling of scrumptious,
Excellent
high-quality
video.
content courtesy of yours truly.
Excellent
if any
video.
Of these jokes ruined your day, please feel free to let me know, because it always improves mine. But before you scamper off to return to your miserable Midlander tier existence, I must issue a warning, nay, a threat. This job, this craft, creating actual content with effort, a Sisyphean labor, undertaken only by those with integrity, masochistic tendencies, and a willingness to suffer for the joy of others. I'm pretty much Jesus Christ. Do you know what would be easier? Streaming. Or even worse, I could become a reaction streamer. Or even worse, I could become a political reaction streamer. So, if you like what I make, want to see more, want to help me keep creating it, want to learn how to make it yourself, or just want to be relentlessly showered in my praise and gratitude like the god-tier patrons of fine art who appeared in this video, then join my Patreon now, lest I abandon this noble endeavor and embrace the dark, soulless grift of streaming. The choice is yours. Choose wisely.
Dude, this guy's name was Bicepius, bro. Dude,
Ew.
why
Catboy.
can't,
Ew. Catboy.
dude, why can't we have beards like this? Why? Jesus Christ. Dude, is this really so much to ask for? Is this really so much to fucking ask for? This. We should not have to ask for this. This should just be in the game, bro, by default. Every other fucking game, you can have a beard, except for this fucking game. And you know why? Because the character creator sucks. Because it fucking sucks. It sucks. The character creator sucks. Excellent video.